Hello, and thank you for downloading my screencast tutorial, How to Export an Audacity file as an MP3. Step 1. What is the lame encoder? Step 2. Where can I find it? Step 3. How do I install it? Step 4. Tell Audacity where to find the encoder, and let's make our first MP3. The freeware program Audacity comes stock with the ability to encode audio files as a WAV. However, it cannot do this automatically for MP3s. We can find the lame encoder for Audacity by searching for it on Google. By clicking on the first link at the top of this page, you'll find another link to the lame download page. Don't worry that the publisher could not be verified. This site is trustworthy. I've used it several times. At the top of this box here, you'll see a link for the executable file. Click on this link to download it. If you happen to be using Google Chrome, it'll warn you once again, go ahead and click Save. Now, how do I install the encoder? Well, execute the executable file. Windows 7 will ask you if you're sure. Click Run. This will bring up another dialog box. Click Next and agree to their terms. Okay. Now here comes the important part. Make sure to take note of where you are saving the encoder to. You're going to need this to find this encoder later. One more time, it's going to tell you the destination location. Click Next, and then click Finish. We no longer need our web browser open, so you can go ahead and minimize that. And now we're going to go into Audacity. So go ahead and open up the program. And let's record a sample file. Testing, 1, 2, 3, and that'll be enough for our purposes today. Now go ahead and click File and Export as an MP3. Okay. And we're just going to name this file something generic and save it to our desktop, say Test MP3 for example. And Audacity says, I don't know how to encode this, so we need to tell it where the lame encoder is. Now if you remember, we placed it on our C drive, and in our program files, x86. Now we could look in Audacity for it in plugins, but we would be wrong. We actually placed it in its own folder, lame for Audacity, and there's our encoder right there. Double click on it, and we're done. That'll bring up another dialog box. This one's from Audacity, and it's going to give us the opportunity to title our podcast, our MP3 that we're making. And it's real important that you do this. If you have people subscribing to your podcast, this is going to help them keep your podcast and audio files organized when they download them, whether or not they're using iTunes or Windows Media Player. So just go ahead and take a little bit of time, and it'll help down the road. We could even put down a genre here. I don't know what genre we'd put this under, maybe spoken word, but let's be funny here and go with Christian gangsta rap. And click OK, and it'll export it that quick since it was just such a short clip. And we can go ahead and exit out of Audacity. And I say no because this is just trying to save it as an Audacity project file, and we don't need the project file because we've already exported it as a standalone audio file. And there it is right there on our desktop. Let's right click on that and go to Properties, and you'll see how small this new compressed file is. It only takes up about 82 to 84 kilobytes, and it's in the correct MP3 format. Well, congratulations, you've done it. You've successfully configured Audacity to format audio files as an MP3. Now that they're compressed, you can put them on something like DivShare or your choice of a Web 2.0 site, as that's the preferred format. Well, thanks for listening to our screencast today, and look back at our site for more instructional tutorials. Thank you.